field trip tomorrow, and he'll let you know what we're gonna do. Probably gonna be out there about an hour,
You're welcome.
hour, 45 minutes. Something like, well, hour, 30 minutes, something like that. We're not gonna stay out in the sun all day tomorrow. Okay, it's hot out there. He'll let you know what all we're gonna do, okay? So just give him a minute, he'll tell you about it, and then we'll go from there. And what we're mainly going to do today, I think, is those of you who just started, we were working on traffic patterns yesterday, and mentors, we'll get them back on there to work on traffic patterns with the new people. And y'all will probably simulate it for these two.
Yeah, sure.
Y'all probably go back.
And y'all need to stay on the Cessna 172 as well. You can't be
Yeah.
switching back and
Not
forth.
switch airplanes.
Yeah, that's not what you're here for. You got to concentrate on.
Basically, what we're telling you, you can't fly any of the airplanes. I think somebody found out yesterday they were trying to take off in a stealth fighter. Didn't have not 60 knots for a Cessna 172 stealth fighter, probably 150 knots when you get it off the ground. Don't switch airplanes.
I can't imagine.
Need to get out of it. I don't know. I don't know who was doing that yesterday. Do not switch the airplanes. Primary plane used here is the 172, and that's the one we need to train on. Because even though you may learn to fly the 172, you still a long way off from stealth fighter. Okay?
All right, guys, get your notebooks out. 172. (172) burns 8 gallons an hour. Write that down. Yes, ma'am. What? 8 gallons an hour. We're going to practice in the traffic pattern. We're going to try to do 5 takeoff and landing. And it's going to take 1 hour. So 1 hour in the pattern at 8 gallons an hour. We're going to take one person, a pilot, and a flight instructor. Yes, sir. Now, don't, just help me out. You don't have to push that. Let me do it. We've all got our problem. Okay. The airplane will carry 50 gallons Not many things talk louder than I do, but that does. Okay. We're going to try to do 5 takeoff and landings in the landing pattern. That's going to take about an hour to do that. How much fuel are we going to burn?
Eight hours.
We're burning 8 gallons an hour. Okay? And we're going to fly for about an hour. Now that's not rocket science. That's pretty simple. Okay. Does everyone agree with that? You agree with that? Okay. If something goes wrong on the airport and the airport runway closes and we cannot land for 30 minutes, how much fuel are we going to need?
You're gonna need a half more.
Figure it out. How much? That 4 gallons additionally. And on top of the 8 gallons, right? Every- Do you agree with me? Okay. What do you got? So, how many gallons? 12 gallons. Does anybody disagree with that? Okay. Do we have 12 gallons on the airplane?
Yes.
How much do we have on the airplane?
50.
All right. Generally, most airplanes, when they put them to bed at night, they will put 3/4 of a tank of fuel in there. They don't fill it all the way up because they put the airplane to bed when they get up in the morning. They don't know what the payload's going to be. They don't know how many people are going to go. So if they're going to take 3 people, they're going to need room for that. Because on airplanes, fuel counts as useful load. Useful load is passengers and fuel and bags. So, when you get there in the morning, 3/4 of 50 is what? 3/4 of 50. When the airplane has a 50-gallon capacity, usually they fill it up to 3/4. What's 3/4 of 50? What'd you get? Okay. How do you get it? What's the formula?
You have to divide.
Divide what by what?
You have to divide 50 by 3/4.
50 by 3/4?
3/4. Yes, sir.
I would divide 50 by 4 and multiply whatever you get by 3. That's what I do. But now I'm a dummy, so there's a million ways to do it. So how many times will 4 go into 50? 12 times?
That's
Huh?
not it.
Four tens is 40.
This is 44.5.
4.5?
44.5. That's what it
Oh, you went ahead and then, so that's what you get for 3/4. That sounds a little bit too much for me. Four going to 5 one time. 4 going to 10 2 times. 125 times 4, or times 3.
It's 12.5. And you have to bring the decimal in, guys.
Okay. So what's the,
That gives you, 445.
gives you what?
445.
445. Okay. So what you're saying is 3/4 of 50 is 445. No. That can't be it. What do you think? Huh? 37 and a half. I'll buy that. You just subtract it. Good. So, if we've got 37 and a half gallons on board the airplane, and we're burning 8 gallons an hour, how long can we stay in the air?
A little over 4 hours.
A little over 2 hours. A little over 4 hours. I'm about that.
Because 32 times,
A little over doesn't count. We're talking about airplanes. When it quits, it quits.
Wow.
There ain't no little. What is it?
4 hours.
What's the number? Okay, you're saying 4 hours.
Yes.
Everybody buy that? You buy that? So, if we're going in a landing pattern, and we have a 50-gallon capability, we reduce that to 3/4, which is 37 and a half, okay? That means 37 and a half gallons on board, and we're saying we can fly 4 hours with that on board. We've got 4 hours, so if something goes wrong in the landing pattern, we're okay. Do you buy that?
And then 33.7, I think it was, and 32 is 4 hours, because 8 times 4, if you have 8 gallons of fuel for 4 hours, that's 32. So you will have like a minute,
You gonna have what?
like 1 minute before you run out of gas.
4 hours and 1 minute?
Yeah.
Well, that's what the numbers say. Are you willing to stake your life and your $2 million airplane on that? You're a smart guy. Yes, sir. So, every time we get in an airplane, we need to know how much fuel is available, how much we think we're going to use, and we need to have some reserve. The regulations require us to have, if we're flying VFR regulations, we've got to have 30 minutes reserve. That's the regulation. Are regulations always safe? Don't stake your life on a regulation. So you have to know how much fuel you can do. All right, let's say we don't have enough fuel, or the airport closes and we can't open the airport for 5 hours. And we're going to have to go to Mobile. Mobile is 40 minutes away. Have we got enough fuel on board for another 40 minutes to get to Mobile and still have 30 minutes reserve? Yeah, we do. We got 3 hours. We fly for an hour. Somebody wrecks their airplane, shuts the airport down. Now we got to go to Mobile. Mobile's an hour away. That's another hour. So we would fly for 2 hours. Give us a half-hour reserve, and we got an hour on top of that. You buy that? Does that make sense? Okay. It's not like you can pull over to Buc-ee's and buy gas every 50 miles. You can't do that. You gotta go to Buc-ee's. Do you know where Buc-ee's is? That's a cool place, isn't it? You like Buc-ee's?
When you start a monkey thing, you guys, you're gonna go down to Orlando.
That's a cool place. That Buc-ee's down in Orlando is really cool. You been to Buc-ee's? How about you? You joined at the hip? That wasn't right. Yeah, you're gonna go where you go. I agree. I'm sure. All right. How about you? You been to Buc-ee's? Cool place. I like Buc-ee's. You been to Buc-ee's? They'll probably throw you out. You get a chance to go to Buc-ee's, go. They got a good barbecue sandwich. Okay. You got to do the math. When you get in an airplane, your fuel is going to determine how long you can stay in the air. And you've got to do the math. That's a big deal. Flight planning, pre-flight planning, fuel. How much fuel do you have? And just because you're going to go in the landing pattern and do landings and stay local doesn't mean that you can always land at the airport you take off from. Let's say you didn't have enough fuel to get to Mobile. In your pre-flight planning, you determine what airports are nearby. I know because I've been flying in this part of the world since 1973. I don't know how many years that is, but it's a lot. And I know where the airports are. We got the Navy base. Can you land at the Navy base? Generally, no. They don't want you to land there. If you declare an emergency, you can land anywhere you want to land. If you declare an emergency and you have to land at the Navy base, they will accommodate you. They will land you. You can land there. And they'll treat you like a second-class citizen, and you'll probably have to dismantle your airplane, load it on a truck, and drive it out of there within 3 days. Some military bases require that. Not as many as they're used to, but some of them do that. Generally, it's no problem. You run into a problem, you have to land, you do what they tell you, and you get on the ground safely. That's what they want you to do. The entire federal aviation system wants you to arrive safely in one piece. And if it means declaring an emergency and creating some small problems, that's okay. That'll work. As a general idea, if you have a choice between a military base and a civilian base, you're better off landing at the civilian base, depending on the situation. The people, we're going to go see the airplane tomorrow. Have we talked about that?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go out and see the airplane tomorrow. The people that owned the airplane before this one were coming back from the Bahamas. They were about 10 miles east of Panama City at 12,000 feet, coming from the Bahamas headed for Pensacola. The engine swallowed a valve. I know you don't know what that means. That means the engine quit. It quit. No more prop. Prop's not turning. Now the only power you've got is gravity. In that particular airspeed, or in that particular airplane, the airspeed to get is 95 knots. So they get 95 knots. And they spiral down over Tyndall Air Force Base on a Saturday afternoon. They told the controller, we have an emergency, we're going to land. The controller says, okay, turn right and go over to this little grass strip, this civilian grass strip that's 15 miles away. The pilot in command, who I trained, says, no, I'm going to Tyndall Air Force Base. You've got a runway that's 2 miles long and a half a mile wide. I'm going to land there. I'm not landing on a grass strip that's 1,500 feet long and 50 feet wide. The controller then responded, Roger, turn left, descend to Tyndall Air Force Base, and you're clear to land any runway. And that's what he did. He went there and landed. And it took me 3 months to get that airplane off of that airport. Had to take the engine out, send it off, get it rebuilt, put it back in, all kind of problems. But that's normal. The people could not have been more cooperative. The CO of that base wrote us a letter after 90 days and says, look, you need to get this airplane off of this airport or we're going to charge you $1 a day for every day that it remains on the airport. Now, how much is $1 a day? For 90 days is $90. And you're going to park an airplane on a secure Air Force base that has the greatest security in the world for $1 a day. Now, how more accommodating can you be? I mean, come on, guys. Sir. What? Can you what? Blow your nose? What are you doing, snorting? Do you just want to get out of here, or you just want everybody to watch you walk across the room? What's your objective? I don't see snot running out of you, know. Okay, go ahead. So, I'm getting off on a tangent here, but I want to go ahead and say this. You need to know. Some people say if you declare an emergency, you're going to have reams and reams and reams of paperwork to fill out. You know what reams are? A lot. You got it, David. Reams, when you buy, I think there's 500 sheets in a ream. When you buy one of these little packages of computer paper, they come in, it's pretty heavy. That's a ream. And people say that if you declare an emergency, you're going to have a lot of paperwork to fill out. That's not true. That is not true. You will not have to go through a lot. The system wants you to arrive safely. And if that means they're going to have to change their attitude a little bit, that's okay. That's what they want. They want you to be safe. So if you want to declare an emergency, I used to tell my first officers, if you don't like the color of the grass, go around. If you don't like what's going on, declare an emergency. If a little bug in the back of your head says, wow, I wonder if I need to declare an emergency, do it. Declare an emergency. Get on the ground. And then if people want to laugh at you and say you did something stupid, that's okay. But if you hesitated and didn't declare an emergency when you should have, now they're going to be at your funeral bowing their heads saying, you idiot. So, it's your choice. Do it. Go ahead. Declare the emergency. The airspace is yours. If you declare an emergency, it belongs to you. ATC is going to move what they can. They cannot move rocks. If you're in the mountains, they can't move that mountain. You're going to have to move around or land on it. Okay. The fuel computation. You need to be able, you need to know what your fuel burn is. You need to know how much fuel you have. You need to know what your options are. If you're in this area, you've got we've got Jack Edwards, which is over at Gulf Shores. There's a nice airport over there that has an ILS emergency or instrument landing system. You've got Foley. Foley's got some GPS approaches. You can land over there. You've got Somerdale north of Foley. You've got Bay Minette north of Foley. You've got Crestview to our east. You've got Atmore to our south, or our north. You've got Milton to the northeast. You've got Choctaw Military Base to the east. You've got Hurlburt to the east. You've got Whiting Field. There's 2 airports over there. There's all kinds of airports in this area that you can go to in case of an emergency. Now, just because you don't plan for your fuel and just because you don't do the proper planning doesn't mean you can declare an emergency and create problems for a lot of people in the area. But if you get into a situation where you have to land or die, landing is the best option. You agree? You like that? Cool. Okay. Weather. If you're going to the landing pad, what's going to determine the active runway? The weather. All right, what does that mean?
Direction of the wind.
Direction of the wind. Usually, depending on the airplane, but generally speaking, if you have less than a 10-knot wind blowing, and there's a control tower, they will, if they're already using a runway that has you doing downwind landing, and the downwind landing and the downwind factor or tailwind factor is less than 10 knots, they won't change the runway unless you ask for it. And you can turn around and say, they can say, okay, active runway is runway 36. The winds are 180 at 7. Oh, wait a minute, I don't want to land with a 7-knot tailwind. You can tell them. Unable, 7-knot tailwind component exceeds my limitations, I need to switch runway. And they will do that. It may take a few minutes. They have to do what they call turn the airport around. They say, okay, we'll turn the airport around. You land the other way. Sound of freedom. So, generally speaking, you're going to be landing into the wind. So if you look at you're doing your preparation, you look at your pre-flight planning weather, and you see the winds are 040 at 8 knots. At 8 knots. Okay? That means .360, this is the runway. That means the winds are going to be about like that. You buy that? That makes sense? Okay. So that means you're going to have a bit of a crosswind component, and you're also going to have a headwind component. And there's a way we can figure that. If you look on your, where you get your apps for your cell phone, there's a cell phone app that is called E6B. E6B. And it computes that. It computes that wind component. It computes the crosswind component. It computes weight and balance. It computes fuel load. It computes density altitude, true airspeed, all kinds of stuff. It computes that. It's a good app to have if you're in aviation. Do you have that app? Get it. It's free. E6B. And there's several of them. Just pick one you like. And it'll pick that out. So, you also need to know if the airport shuts down and you've got to go to Mobile, what are the winds doing? Are the winds going to help you get to Mobile, or are you going to have to fight a headwind? So there's a lot of preparation you have to make just to go in the landing pad. You can't just run out to the airport, jump in the airplane and say, okay, kick the tire like a fire, man in the bird, man in the tower, give me the word and I'll give you the power, and off you go. You can't do that. It's not the way it works. There's a lot of planning. A lot of planning. Okay. I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do tomorrow. What I want to do today is Mr. Navarro came up with one problem we had on one of the simulators yesterday, and he thinks all it requires is a reboot. So we'll just have to see. We're going to get on the computers, and I want to do some landing pads. I want to get in there and get it going. I would like for, we want to make sure everything's working. And I want you to take off. I want you to get to about 400 feet on the runway heading. Turn crosswind, left crosswind, keep climbing. Go up to 1,100 feet. Before you get to 1,100 feet, you'll turn left downwind. 1,100 feet, reduce the power to about 90 knots. You get to the 180 point. What's the 180 point? That's the point you're going to land just off your left wingtip. That's the 180 point. Get to the 180 point, all the power off. 1 notch of flaps. Hold altitude till you get 70 knots. Trim for 70. Start your descent. Start down at 70 knots. When you get to 45 degrees from the 180 point, turn what? Base leg. Turn base. Second notch of flaps. You're just about to intercept the final approach path. Turn left. Get established on the final. When you have the runway assured, landing assured, all the flaps, 70 knots. Touchdown on the airport, touchdown on the main gear. Don't let the airplane climb to 3,000 feet, okay? What altitude are you going to level off at? Huh? What altitude we gonna level off at? 1,100 feet, right? That's 1,001. 1,100 feet. And watch it, it'll want to climb. Don't let it climb. You control the airplane doesn't control you. Level off at 1,100 feet. Reduce power. When you get to the 180 point, all power off. 1 notch flap. Hold altitude till you get 70 knots. Trim for 70. Start down. Reach 45 point. 90-degree left turn to base leg. When you level off on base, 2nd notch of flap. Base leg to final. Head down to final approach. When landing is assured, all the flaps and touch down. On the main gear, not the nose. Touch down on the main gear. Now I don't want to hear the tires squalling and all of that skidding and stuff going on. Control the direction of the airplane with your feet when you get on the ground. You get it headed straight down the runway. Go ahead, raise the flaps all the way up. Add full power and take off. That's a touch and go. And do it over again. Any questions? You know what to do. Now I don't want to see that thing at 3,000 feet. I don't want to see that. 1,100 feet. Level it off. And I want to hear all this tire squalling and squeaking and carrying on. And no inverted landings. Land on the wheels. Okay? And are you tired? Any questions? Okay, what are we going to do tomorrow? Alright, we're going to go to the airport. We're going to get there somewhere around noon. What time? I don't know. Close to noon. Alright, what's going to happen when we get there? I control an airplane. I manage that airplane. It's a Kodiak. It's a big airplane. 7,000 pound, 300 airplane. It'll carry 10 people. We're going to be able to look at that airplane. You're going to be able to get in that airplane. You're going to be able to sit in the seat. You're going to be able to move the control wheel. Now, when I talk about moving the control wheel, I talk about gently moving the control wheel. I don't want just wham, bam, bang, boom. None of that. Nice and gentle. Everything you do in an airplane is gentle. They're fragile. They break. When you're on an airport, it's a dangerous place. Props don't hurt. They kill. You won't feel a thing. So be careful. When you're around an airplane, be careful. Watch where you're going. Watch where you put your feet. Watch what's going on. If there's an airplane running anywhere, moving nearby, you stay away from it. Stay as far away from it as you can. I've asked the fire department to bring a fire apparatus over there, a big fire truck, one of them big yellow fire trucks. I've asked the police department to bring a police car over there with a policeman. A lot of you think that the police are your enemy. That's not the case. You're mistaken. You are deadly mistaken. The police are your friend. The fireman is your friend. And you can talk to these guys, shake hands with them, ask them questions, to see their car, ask them anything you want. It doesn't concern their gun. No guns. No questions about guns. Nothing to do with guns. In the fire truck, ask them if you can climb up in the fire truck and look at it. Talk to them. They're people. They're just like your mom and dad. They're people. Talk to them. You have a question, ask them. They'll answer. You're going to be there for about 45 minutes or an hour. We're going to be there about 45 minutes or an hour. We can't take much more than that. And we're going to look at the airplane. You can touch what you want to in the airplane, but you got to be real careful with it. You don't grab stuff and you don't bang it around. You're going to see some oxygen masks in a little box laying on the floor. Just leave those alone. There's some paperwork laying around in there. Leave that alone. Just look around. I'm going to plug the airplane into the power unit. We can run it off of ground power. Turn the instruments on. It's just like the instruments in back here, except there's 3 of them. The G1000 is a 3-panel G1000, and that stuff. When you have a question, you want to ask a question, ask it. That's what this is all about. Yes, sir.
Isn't your airplane blue?
You what?
Isn't your airplane blue?
Yes. Yes, blue and white, got black stripes in it. You familiar with it? Yeah. And that, all of that, that's available. One thing is also there's going to be a representative there from Sky Warriors Flight School. He's going to be knowledgeable on job availability in the current aviation world. Every job you can think of is available in aviation. One thing about that is if you're going to get a job in aviation, you got to pass a drug test. A lot of people can't get a job because they can't pass a drug test. So, and drugs are stupid anyway. But there's jobs as pilots, there's jobs as mechanics, there's jobs as dispatchers, there's jobs as record keeping. The maintenance manual on my airplane alone is that thick. Can you imagine what the maintenance manual looks like on a 777? That thing's this thick. They don't even print them out anymore. They're only on computers. Somebody got to track all that stuff. Somebody's got to make sure the correct page is in the correct place. There's jobs for people to do that. When you got that many people sitting in a room keeping track of those books, you got to have air conditioning, you got to have restrooms, you got to have desks, you got to have lights. Somebody got to keep all that stuff up. So there's all kinds of jobs in aviation. And I've said this before, and you'll hear me say it 1,000,000 times again. Don't ever let anybody tell you you cannot do something. You can. You can do it. If you apply yourself and you work at it, and if people laugh at you and say you can't do it, sorry, pal. Yes, I can. I can do it. Well, you're from the wrong part of town. That's okay. I can do this job in my part of town. I can do it. Okay. Do you know what you're going to do on the simulators this morning, today, right now? Okay. Who are you going to do it with? How are you going to pair up? Okay, you get your partner and go. not you. Are you going with him? All right, get your partner and go. Get your partner and go. Yes, you. Figure it out, make a decision, do something. Don't just sit there. You, get your partner and go. You going, Mr. Bill? You guys are stuck with each other.
They go on and say,
Oh,
you want in the box?
everybody's on 172. Everybody's gonna stay in the landing pad. I want 5 landing.
One of y'all can get on that, play with that for a minute, the other one come on. Put the press, come on.
There's your chair. Now hit the next one over. Go ahead, S. Hold on. You got S, you got A. Remember, stay on the Cessna.
do a left turn. Good turn. A little high. Be this high.
How many times have you guys
How you doing, big guy?
We'll put you in simulated in a minute, okay? I'll let you start.
All right, guys, everybody call. Put them on pause. Okay, let's take a break and go outside.
Just gotta click on that. Alright, well, you better listen Hold on. Wait.
You rebooted that, right? Did you reboot that? Did you reboot this one? Did you reboot this one?
what you want. I'm trying what you want. Get your letter.
What is this little button? Little button.
Rewrite it Monday.
I didn't know. I really didn't know. You don't have, you don't want to hear it. Hey, y'all almost there? Where's the runway? Huh? Going over here? Good runway. You almost there?
I'm gonna put you on this plane, bro.
This is good.
I wish you would have.
That's a seat, right?
That's all we're gonna do.
I wish you would. I want you to.
I don't think you should be going.
What? I said, did you know? I said, stop us from not playing.
That's the runway.
You keep us from not playing.
Behind it. Behind
Oh, wait a second.
Foot too, you gotta move your foot.
Oh, I have my fist. I'm not like that.
You got it, man. Where you at, man?
I swear, every time I go up,
Where's the airport?
turns out,
You see this?
that was perfect. Hey, bro, chill.
You're not gonna make it. You gotta go
Okay, so this is the
somewhere.
thing. That's what
Sorry, give us some gas. Give us some gas.
I'm freaking.
You gotta move
No,
your
it's
foot.
not.
Bottom. Turn right foot, left
Easy motions.
That was
Come
fun.
do it.
Chill out, bro.
Chill.
Okay.
He's trying to sell me my chicken. We have here, bro. They're getting the LRs.
Hey, Julian.
Is it a real?
Someone got me going out. That's okay. This one always good.
Oh yeah, we'll try. It's Snoopy, bro.
Hey.
Hey, what if I get in the air when we do this? Just about how fast that would. They're going too fast. Yeah, whoa. With the speed of light right now.
You got me.
Stalling, why are we stalling?
Push it down.
There's the game.
I just want to go
Push
fly.
it down. The nose.
Anytime you
Zero, zero, you say you go max, okay?
you gotta push the nose forward like, Cameron said.
It gives you max speed.
Push the nose down. But it's
I'm like,
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, bro. No.
All day I have not flown.
Over. So like this. Be like this. And then go
Let's
to
go. Angle of attack.
I gotta show you where to take care.
Trim.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
I'm in the city. Yes.
Don't push me out.
Wait, let's just stop.
Yeah, the VR thing, you like it.
Stop.
No, that is. Hey, bro. Hey,
Come here. Hey, bud, did you send me the, no, quick one? I got you.
This man.
I don't know how it happened. It's just, I don't know how it happened. It's just, I can do this real fast now.
No, pull up. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
No, it's gonna check on your
Just imagine sleeping like on this for a day, and then like, Caroline, you're like in a whole new country.
Alright,
That's how
folks.
you travel the world.
Alright, folks, we are now leaving the country.
Okay, go. How
Well,
will
then-
travel the world in 1 minute?
So the flight's
I don't know when
slowing
you
down.
did. You just made me go mad fast.
Take off. Break. Leave this alone. Leave this alone. This is your mixture. That's why you're dying. This has to stay in one position. The only thing you have to do is do Alright?
It's wide. Push wide.
You gotta stay right there.
Head back down. You can make it. Put your throttle down. You're right there. Put your throttle. The black one. The black one. Look out. Get your nose down. What about 17? Look at the stretch marker. Look at that.
I mean, don't touch it.
There you go.
Y'all be so I'm a little bit close. I see. Stop.
Perfect. Now do it again.
I'm doing so great.
Do it again. Do it again. Keep on going. There's the gas. Don't stop. Do it again. All the way up. Do it again. Here's the gas. All the way up. Take off. Take off. Take off.
Touch the ground.
What's your airspeed?
A little further down.
I told you. I don't know why it's nighttime. Like this right here. Right.
I'm sorry.
I just want to
Now, what's this right here? What's that? What's it called? Flash. Yeah, that's called flash. Flash should be elevated. It should be. There you go. There you go. Good. I just saw it. Under what? Where's your radio? Professor, he gets done, I'm gonna take you in there. When he lands, I'll take,
That would be good.
Jeremiah, put that big one there. All right, then you're gonna do it again. Okay. Looking good. Relax. Relax. There you go. There you go. There you go. Far down. There you go. That's touch and go. Good job. Flash up. 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 There you go. You're doing good. It's your second one. Professor back there, and now the professor will take you back there. Okay? Big simulator, it's a little bit more forgiving. It's a lot easier to fly, so you can see visually better. All right, man. We got a good instructor. Every touch it down. We're messing with that mixture. This is what you don't want to mess with. So we got one position. You're good, man. Yeah, you're a lot more steady. Stop. Oh, sweaty. I lost my brother. Do you feel comfortable? I'm not.
That's the part.
That's the other thing.
Hey, everybody go ahead and take a break. Everybody.
All of those break.
Who's it? He did it. Brandon. That's the problem. He just told me to keep getting up there. Oh, it's stop. No, I told you no right now.
They started going up the brakes on it.
I'm gonna go up and on the lid at the same time. And you know what to do? I know what to do. My flaps are already out. I know what to do, Grady. This is my 8th time winning Tennessee. Go real fast.
People walk in today. Making arrangements for fire trucks and police cars. And one of the policemen are not the enemy. Touch them, get in the truck, fill people.
They land for the flush.
I almost got it. That's too much. Some grenade. Sorry you're not going. Straight. Kind of rambunctious. This way. You literally use your feet.
This way. Go back. That way. Not too much. Not too, oh my. Go that way.
turned on engine failure, and my engine turned on like my coffee was on fire. Soon I started feeling like a man.
Oh, yeah.
It's Star City over here. Oh my God.
Minimum. We take off the land every 90 days. I've been doing it for years.
I crashed.
Well, no, you had to work at it.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
You don't do it often. You start forgetting stuff. You gotta work at it.
Just so.
Sometimes
Let's pause them.
I've landed 2 times.
Man, we're gonna pull your throttle down, the black one. Go down a little bit. Okay, now push it all the way up. The black one, the throttle. Here we're gonna take off. That's your brake. You steer with your feet. Remember, we're going to get up to 1,100 feet. Doing good, man. Get to 80 knots. Keep it straight, keep it straight. Where you at? There you go. Okay. Good. Doing good, man. Here we're going to go down. We're going to get to 1,100 feet, remember? We're going to go down. Then we're going to turn around and land on the same runway. Let's see, our heading is now 240. We're west. So we know to come back the same direction. All going straight. We want to get to 1,100 feet, remember? You know how to read the altimeter on this one, Bill? Huh? The other one, there, that one. It's not, you can use this one. Okay. So we're at 900. 1,000. And we're going to be, when that big head gets on that one, we're going to be at 1,100 feet. Here's your trim. Push it forward. Forward. Not that one. That's your, no. That's your flaps. Trim is the other one. Left hand, thumb. Push it forward. Trim it down. Okay, pull your power back a little bit. Black one. So you're going to go so fast. We want to keep it at 1,100, remember? You're at 1,200 now. Get it down a little bit. Easy. Okay, now we're going to start our left turn. Our heading is now 24. We want to be about, go ahead and turn. Get that airplane on that 6. It's on the 2-4. Now we want to get it on the 6. When we get on the 6, we can go straight. We're going the opposite direction. Doing good, man. You're doing a lot better. When you first came in here, you were okay, but you're all over the place. You're smooth now. You didn't have a lot of practice. Huh? Huh? Yeah, it was. Okay. Get it on that 6, then we level off. You should be able to see the airport to the left at some point. There it is, to the left. You can't see it because you're too short. There it is right there. That's the airport. So we just want to go down, keep going down. I didn't mean down, we'll go further down. But you want to keep it at 1,100. Yeah, you're right. Keep that altitude at 1,100 feet. See the airport to your left? Okay. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm mixed up. I don't know if we took off on this way or that way. You know? Huh? You got it mixed up too? You know which one we took off? I think we took off on this one maybe? Well, this one we're gonna land on. So you want to go to your right a little bit. You know what? Yeah, we took off on that. I can level off. Pull your power down a little bit. Let it come down, like you let the plane down and turn into that runway. Do some altitude, there you go. Start your turn. Start your turn. Turn so you can see that runway, the airport. Keep on turning. At some point you're going to see that runway. See that? This is where you're at right now, and the runway's right there. See what I mean? You kind of use that as a reference. You have to turn some more. Keep turning. You don't turn it. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. Keep turning. Keep turning. There you go.
This is crooked up here.
Keep turning. Keep turning. There you go. You're getting there. You're getting there. Now look over. You should start seeing the airport pretty soon. Watch your altitude. Watch your altitude. You get too low. Yeah, but not too flaps. Trim it up a little bit. Trim it up. Get that nose up the other way. Keep turning. There's the runway over there. You overshot it. So I mean, you always got to look for that runway. Give it some gas. Give it some gas. You're too low. You can make it. Give it some gas. There you go. See the runway now? It's right there. You always got to keep looking for that runway. You're doing good, man. Huh? Huh? Yeah. You're right. It is kind of light. When you land, I'll make it darker. Keep it at 500, about 500 feet. Get it over. Get over to your left. You want to come in straight. Don't let it go any lower though than 500 feet. There you go. Can you still see the runway? Okay. I ain't gonna say nothing else. You know what to do. Just get it over there. There you go. As soon as you land, take off again. You're doing good, man. You're doing good, Jeremiah. You're doing good, man. Or Professor number 2, you're doing good, man. Man, that's perfect. Man, you're doing a lot better. A lot better. There you go. Let it come on down. Coming in kind of fast, so what do you got to do? There you go. Not all the way down. Don't kill the engine. Right about there. There you go. Doing good, man. Okay, give it gas, take off. Give it gas all the way up. All the way up. Take off again. You're at 80 knots. That's enough power. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, so we are headed west. When we get down a little bit, we're going to turn around and come back. Have the east at the top. Doing good, man. Doing good, doing good. You made a big improvement. I mean, big. We're going to have you teaching these grown kids how to do this. You're doing excellent. All right, looking good, looking good. Keep it at 1100. 1100, remember. Keep it at 1100. We're at 2000. Get it down. Get it down. Pull your power down to get it down. Not all the way, but get it. There you go. Trim it down with your left thumb. Push your nose forward down. Get it down. There you go. There you go. Let it come down to 1100. Now we know which one we're going to land on. That one down there by the water. You're doing good, man. Huh? Okay. But don't start that jerking. You're doing good. Don't start that jerking. Doing good. And what you want to do is go a little bit in the water and start your left pattern turn. Hey Bill, I gotta go get the food pretty soon. You want to come in here with one of them?
Yeah.
This man, he's doing real good. Jeremiah. I'm proud of you, man. You're doing, wow. I can't say it anymore. I remember when you first came here, naturally you were okay, but now you got this down, man. Just you gotta get some more height on you. so you can see over that panel. Don't jerk it now. Don't disappoint me. Keep it level. Right there. Maintain that altitude. Go down a little bit and start our turn. Because you see where you are, you got to go down some and turn into it. You see where you got to go, right? Yeah, you got to go a little farther down. Do you think you can make it right there? If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. I would go to the right a little bit. Me personally, go down some more. See, if you turn right now, you're going to overshoot. You got to go to the right. Go to your right. Go to your right. There you go. Yeah, because you want to be straight to that runway. So when you turn around, you turn right into it. That looks good right there. Now you can start your turn. Pull your power down a little bit. Pull your power down. A little bit more. One notch of flaps. Now start your turn. Keep the nose up though. There you go. Turn steep. There you go. Trim it up, trim it up. There you go. There you go. Just trim, don't pull, trim. Trim it up, trim it up. There you go. Trim it up, trim it up. Keep turning. Keep turning, keep turning. You don't want to turn, sure you want to go wide. There you go. Keep turning. Keep turning. Turn to your left. Turn to your left. Keep turning. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Turn that jump. There you go. Now you see the runway. There it is. See it? Bingo. There it is, man.
Yeah.
Once he lands, you can have it, man. Once he lands, you guys come in here. This kid has done like a I remember when he first came here. He done landed perfectly. Kept it at 11.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
If he just had a little more height on him.
If we had something taller, that's something we might look at.
Yeah.
About a taller chair.
All right, man. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Watch you're at 500 feet. Give it some gas. You ain't gonna make it. Give it some gas. Give it some gas. There you go. Right about there. Trim it. Don't pull on the stick. Just trim it. There you go. Doing good. Doing good. There you go. You're doing good, man. Trim it off. Don't use it. Use the trim. Use the trim. There you go. Use the trim. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim it up. There you go. You don't always have to pull on that yoke. Yeah. He's almost there, Mr. Skip, you think? Go ahead, go ahead.
Doing 70 knots.
Watch some trees. You might have to add a little power. You might make it. It's kind of close. All right.
Okay.
Now you get ready to pull your
Right.
power back.
How about flaps? What we got for
You
flaps?
got 1 degree already. Pull your power down.
Put them all in. Put them all in. All the flaps.
Watch your nose, it's gonna come up.
That's runway 26.
You took off on 2.6.
Look at that boy fly that airplane.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. Raise that nose, attaboy, raise that nose. Raise the nose, son. That's it.
They always have a problem landing on that nose gear. First one was good, this one wasn't.
Yeah.
All right, man. Push the brakes forward. Pull your power down a little bit. Pull it up. Pull your power up just a little bit. I'm going to cut off. Right. Pull it down a little bit more. Right there. Okay. All right.
All right, guys. Everybody call.
All right, man.
Okay. Take a break and go outside.
Let me get my mouse out the way. Where's my mouse at?
That's right.
Go ahead, man. Altitude, 1,100 feet. Hit that brake right there, brake release. This right here. Doing good. Keep it dead center of that runway. Easy. You remember the trim wheel on your left? You can use that as well. There you go. So we're heading, what's our heading? Heading right there. We're heading west. Right there. See where the airplane?
Oh, I see.
That's our heading west.
Yeah, we're kind of west.
So you can use that when you turn back around. That's how you want to come in. You get that altitude up, man. Pull up. Get up to 1,100 feet, remember? We're doing touch and go. Do you know how to utilize this altitude indicator?
I didn't know.
We can use that. What's our altitude right now? And climbing. We need to get up to 1,100. There you go. And you see what airplane is on here? So we got to come down, come back around and land it again. You can use that as a reference as well. You can use that as a reference. You can use this as a reference. So we know we took off in the west. And you got to turn around to the east. There's no way you can get lost. Look at that scenery, man. Why are you jerking that yoke? Relax, relax. You're doing good. I think you can start your turn about now, your left turn. And relax. We're at 1,100. We want to remain at 1,100 feet. Look at your altitude. Look at your altitude. You're climbing. Trim it down. There you go. We want to remain at 1,100. When that airplane gets to the east, that means you're headed the right direction because you're headed the other way. We took off in the west. Now we're heading towards the east. Here we're going to come back on the west.
I forgot how sensitive the yoke is.
It's sensitive. Level out, level out. There you go. You see the runway now?
Yeah, I see it.
We're just going to go straight down. We're going to keep going east, go into the water, then turn west. Simple. You can't get lost. There's no way you can get lost. Yeah, this is a lot funner than those desktop ones.
It is.
I don't like those desktops, but unfortunately I can't I have no room to build another one of these. Yeah, so you're gonna be coming in on that runway right there. So you gotta go into the water, then bank left. See how easy this is?
I got used to you.
Yeah. That's a modification I did. I made it more sensitive because everybody was having problems when it was all stiff. Okay, yeah, watch your altitude. 1100, 1100, 1100. You're going down. You don't want to go down yet. We got to go out some more. Maintain 1100 feet. Doing good. Trim it up. Keep that nose level. There you go. Yeah, about there. 1100, 1200 roughly. Okay, where we at? Okay, we still got to go a little farther. We got to bank to the left to that runway. You see where the airport is? On the 750? You need to come over to your left a little bit more because you got to bank into that. There you go. You see where you got to land on that 750, right? Yes. The runway's right there, yeah. You start to turn now. You headed towards the land. And you can probably start pulling down your power a little bit. Because you got to start coming down. Now you start your turn and start looking for the runway out of your left window. You know it's over to the left somewhere. What's that?
I think I'll start seeing it when it's about 3.
Okay. Yeah, we know we got to get on that W at some part. We took off in the west on that heading indicator. Kind of far out to see it on the 750. Let's see if I can bring it in a little bit. Oops, wrong way. You're gonna lose control for a second. Okay, it's yours. You start turning. Turn left. You're gonna run into it. You got it. Yeah. There it is. See it? It's all visual, man. Okay, what's our altitude? 1100? Okay. Now we know we got to start coming down. That's a good altitude right there. When you get almost to the edge of the runway, well, over the green area, it should be about 600 feet or so. Looking good, looking good. Don't bounce it too much. Get over to the left, man. You're drifting to the right. Get over to the left. Get too low. You're at 500. Maintain that. Get over to the left. Get on the runway. You want to fly that thing straight into the runway. You know, you're too far to the left. You want to be center of that runway. Go to the left, 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 left. Don't be jerking. Trim it down, trim it down. Keep going straight, just like that. Trim it up. There you go, trim it up. Up, the other way. The trim, up. More, trim it up. Don't be afraid, trim it up. Now bear to your right. Pull your power down. Keep going to your right. There you go. Let it fall. Trim it up. Let it fall. Trim it up. Go to your left. Shoot that off. Give it power. Give it power. Take off. Don't land. Do it again. Don't land. Keep going straight. Get it up. Get altitude. Get it back up to 1,100 feet. That landing was terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. You almost had it, man. Then you, at the end, you didn't have a center of the runway. You're doing good. It's just the landing part. You start to lose it. You set it up perfect, and you start drifting to the right. You need to get more to the left when you land. Okay? This is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna go all the way out. Turn to your left. You're gonna turn around, and we're gonna land this thing. We're going to the west, turn it all the way around to the east. Instead of going all the way down, we're cutting this short. That's all we're doing. We don't have a lot of time. Keep your nose up. Okay, right there. Level off. Go all the way down. You're gonna go all the way down and turn around and land. That's what we're gonna do. See the runway right there? That's the runway you're gonna land on to the right. Where we're gonna go into the water. Trim it up. Trim. There you go. Level off. When I say level off, straighten it up. Level off. There you go. Now keep going straight. No turning, just keep going straight. There you go. You guys like to overcorrect with that yoke. That yoke is just to get you off the ground. Once you get off the ground, it's trim from that point on. Or if you want to bank right or left. There's no need to turn. You just keep it level. When I say level, keep that orange. Keep that orange level with the white line. Keep it level. If you want to go up, that's fine. But keep that orange line level with that white line. What does it mean? That was me. What does it mean when the orange line, that carrot, is in the blue area? What does that mean? To the sky, right? What does it mean when it's in the brown? There it is. We don't want to see no ground right now. Get it up to 1,100 feet, man. That's what it should be. You got your flaps down. Put your flaps up. Now you know it's going to fall down. Trip it up. There you go. Pick that ice up. Pick that ice up. Whoever did that. Okay. You think we can start our turn now? You're gonna have to turn deep. Okay? Pull your power down a little bit. One notch of flaps. Oh, your brother is. One notch of flaps. Back up. you go, man. That's about right, because you got to turn short. Really tight. That's about right. That's how you want to turn it. But you know the runway is going to be right around that corner. I think that's it to the left. See the runway? You got to go left. Go all the way to the left. All the way to the left. He's almost.
Reboot the system. Make sure it's rolling 72.
Keep going straight, man. Keep going straight. Don't turn yet. You want to go straight, then bank it in right. Go to the left some more. To the left. Turn left. Turn left. There you go. More left. So you do a wide right turn. You can turn right into the runway. Keep going left. Keep going left. Keep going left. So when you turn right, you're going to be center of that runway. Now start your right turn. Bank it. Put your power down. See what I mean? You're going to fly right into that runway. Bingo. That's how you land, man. So you're going to be centered. You got enough time, you can fly straight. Okay? There you go. Now you got all the time in the world. Just keep going straight on in. That's it. Just stay right there. Good. Don't drift to the right. Do not drift to the right. Do not drift to the right. Trim it up. Trim it up. There you go. Start coming to your left a little bit. There you go. Easy. See, the plane wants to pull to the right. There you go. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim it up. There you go. Pull your power down a little bit more now. There you go. Let it come down. Let it come down now. Let it come down. To the left, to the left, to the left. Don't go right. There you go. To the left. Left. Right there. Left. Let it fly in. Let it fly in. That's it. Now center it up. Center it up. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim up. There you go. Trim up. Stop. To the left. To the left. Left. Trim up. Trim up. Trim up. Trim up. Trim up. Pull out and trim. Trim up. Trim up. Okay, you got it down. Okay. Feet forward. Power down. Feet forward. Wait till it stops. Go ahead, hit that red brake button on the right stick. Good job, man. All right, get on up from there. Watch where you're stepping. Watch where you're stepping. Good job. Good job. That was a better one. Okay. Black lever all the way up. All the way. Get that red one. Not that one. That one.
Use your feet, not
There you
just
go.
your hand.
That's it. That's the brake.
Turn
Okay.
right, push it right.
Use your feet. Keep on straight. Your feet. Keep your center. Keep your center. Once you get to 80 knots, just pull back a little bit. It might take off on its own. Keep your center. There you go. That was a good one. Good one. You want to get up to 1,100 feet. Right now, we took off to the west. We want to turn around. We're going straight right now. Keep it straight. Keep it straight and level. Well, you said it's real sensitive? Yeah, I told you. And this is what you do. See, this is everybody's big misconception. You don't really fly with the yoke. You fly with the trim. The left, there you go. So that button,
Keeps it up and down.
yeah, that's all. Use this to right and left, but up and down the trim wheel. So you don't have to push and push and push and pull on that yoke. So we took off to the west. We're going to go down maybe a few miles and turn around going towards the east. Then we get so far down, we'll turn back into the west again and do our final approach. How high are we right now?
9.
We want to get to 1100.
We're at 1,000.
Okay. Get to 1100, which is now, trim it down, push it forward. There you go. Push forward on that thing. More. And you pull back on your throttle a little bit. The throttle gives you lift.
This is the throttle, right?
Yeah. You use your own discretion, your own judgment on how the engine sounds. We're at 1300, we want to maintain 1100. So trim it down. Push that trim wheel forward. There you go.
I pushed the trim wheel forward, but it's not going down, so I'm letting it down a little bit.
That means you got to pull your power back. See, the more power you give your engine, the more thrust you have, it takes you up. The more lift you're going to get.
I'm kind of worried because that was slow.
That's your airspeed. You're doing 80 knots right now.
Is that good or bad?
You don't want to go below 60. You can go below 60, but 80 knots is good.
This actually looks like Pensacola.
It is Pensacola. Watch your nose, watch your nose. This is photo real.
I'm trying to get back down to 1100 because right now we're at 6.
Get it down, man. Pull your power down. More. When your engine stalls on you, when your engine fails, where you gotta go, up or down? Yeah, so less power you got, guess what? You gotta go down. Yeah, just pull your power back if you want to go down. Not all the way, but just listen to what the engine's saying and watch what the altimeter is saying. See, now you're going down more easily. And you use your trim, not your yoke, your trim. Right here. You're holding it. Push it forward. Now you're going down. Push it down. Now you're going up. Yeah. Don't sit there and hold it. Okay, we're in the water now. We're on the bank. We're going to go back towards the east.
So we're going to take a left, right?
Left, right, correct.
So I keep forgetting it's sensitive.
Well, you're gonna have to get used to it. See, what happened is the airplane went into maintenance and they messed with the yoke and it's sensitive. So you're in the air now, and guess what? You gotta deal with it. Either that or crash. You die.
I'm gonna avoid that.
You know what I'm saying? You can do all the complaining you want. I mean, you still gotta deal with it. Okay, we're headed towards the east. Straighten up. And we need to look for the airport. It's gonna be to your left.
It's over here. I think I see it. See that one or that one? I see it as the flashing lights.
Yeah.
So you want me to try to go in now or wait?
Go ahead, land on that one. You land on that one. Guess what you gotta do? There you go.
I have a problem with going way too high.
Y'all do. Everybody does. That's why you want to pull your throttle down. Not all the way.
I'm at 50 right now.
Right about there. One notch of flaps. Trim it down. Trim it down. Nose down. Nose down. Nose down. Nose down. There you go. Pull your power down some more. Not all the way, but
About 30.
you tell me, just listen to what the engine's saying. I can hear it. Start your turn. We're descending. We got plenty of time. We're at 1700, going on 1600. See what the altimeter is telling you? You're going down. We got plenty of time. I can land that thing almost to the edge of 1,000 feet, but that's not where you want to be. You get almost to the...
I landed beautifully. Like the best land I've done was at 600.
That's where you pretty much want to be, at the edge. Around where the green, the dark green stops, that's where you want to be, roughly about 500-600 feet. You just let it come on down. You're getting there. Probably want to pull this way your power is down. Pull your power down some more. More. There you go.
I'm gonna hit another notch of flaps.
You can. Keep it centered. Keep it centered. Now when you start getting real low, guess what you do? You give it gas. Now you want to give it some gas. Power.
Went back up there.
It's about power management now. Maintain that 1,000. Maintain that 1,000. There you go. Maintain that. The plane will stay steady as long as you keep it straight. Maintain that power. Look at your altimeter. You're at 900 descending. Keep it centered. Keep it centered that runway. Don't go to the right. Go to the left. Everybody wants to go to the right. I don't know why. You want to land center. You want your nose to be center of that runway. Doing good. Okay, we're almost there. You want it to start coming down now. There you go. Yeah, you can do 3.
I crashed.
Looking good, man. Now you want to start coming down. Trim it up. Trim. Pull that trim down. There you go. Not the yoke, the trim. There you go. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim it up. There you go. Let it come on down. Let it come down. Let it come down. Don't pull on the yoke. Don't pull on the yoke. You want to trim it. Trim it up. Trim it up. Trim it up. Hold it. Let it come down. Let it come down. Trim it up. 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 Hold it. Let it come down. Trim it up, trim it up, trim it up, trim it up. Hold it. That's where you should push forward. Shoot it off, give it some gas. Full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. There you go. You can make it. Shoot off, shoot off. Flaps up. Trim it up, the nose is gonna go down. Trim it up, trim it up, trim it up, trim it up, up. There you go. Get it up. Get it out of here. Go back to 1,100 feet.
Was that a touch and go?
Well,
Or did I like kind of
you did touch and go, but it was kind of bouncy. It wasn't a good one. If you would have landed, it would look kind of sloppy because you would have been bouncing. You had it good, man. It was good that towards the end, you didn't land on the back wheels. You kind of, you bounced it. You bounced the back and it bounced on the front. Okay, let's do this. Instead of going all the way down, let's bank left. We're going to make this short. Start turning to your left. We're going to come back in on that runway again.
like on the same side we came out on?
See where you're at right there? Come back on that runway. Level off. Level off. See that airplane? As you get all the way down, come back on our runway.
The across one?
That one right
That
there.
looks like the Golden State Bridge.
That's the airport, which is that right there to the left.
So are we going on this one? That's going this one?
On the other way,
This one.
opposite end.
So we're going
Keep
on
going straight.
north and south, or east and west?
North and south, yeah. You're landing on this runway down here, which is down there. Oh, good.
Of course you will.
I'm gonna let you determine when you should turn into that runway. You definitely, there you go. You know you gotta go out some. You're not gonna make it like that. Common sense, you got it, man. Young ones always try to land it from that point, but you're just too close. Well, somebody loves stalling an airplane.
One of my brothers.
You know it is. It's one of them. Both of them, actually. The one with the orange shirt, what's his name?
Did they have a basketball on it? Is he wearing green pants, green shorts?
Yeah, he likes to stall it too.
The other one is JD, Jaredias.
Okay,
And then the
Jared,
one with the green pants is Josiah.
Jaredias and Desire, they both stall it, yeah.
Alright guys, let's pause them.
Yeah, I see that. I see the one.
You're doing good, man. You're doing good.
Go ahead and shut them down completely. Turn the computers off.
Make this landing, this will be
Y'all
it.
get them all shut down.
Make it count.
Take your seats. We're talking about what we're gonna do tomorrow to wrap this thing up.
Make it count, man. This is it. It don't take long. You always gotta watch it. You can land this. You can land. Pull your power down. Pull your power down. You can make this. Trim it down. Trim it down. Trim it down. Nose down. Nose down. Trim. 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 2 notches of flaps, so you come down slower. Now nose it down with the trim. With the trim. Nose it down. Nose it down. Oh, you got your power still. Put your power down. 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 All the way. There you go. Now you're coming down, see what I mean? When you pull your power down,
I'm going down too fast.
you'll be alright. Look how fast you're going, you're at 80 knots. Reason being because you got your flaps down. When your flaps are down, you fly a lot slower. You can make this. All you gotta do is take your time. Power's cool. You're only doing 90 knots, you can land at 90. I can land at 120. You can make this. Keep it straight, just like that. And then turn in at the last minute. Keep it straight, keep going straight. You can do this all the time. I say you gotta fly over an airport and land. Now start your turn. Start your turn. Turn. Right, right, right. Turn. Pull up a little bit. If you gotta pull up on the yoke, pull up on the yoke. Pull up on the yoke. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. There you go. Go to the right. Pull up on the yoke. Pull up on the yoke. Pull up on the yoke. Hold it. Pull up on the yoke. Hold it. Now go to your left. Pull up on the yoke. Hold it. I'm gonna have to get you tomorrow. I promise you. Pull up on the yoke. Pull up. Hold it. Easy. Let it come down. Let it come down. Pull up on the yoke. Hold it. See what I mean, man?
Oh, we ran over like, that's okay.
You still got it down.
Pay for that. I'm gonna go home and get something to eat. show. Oh, I didn't see the turn coordinator.
There it is.
If I would have saw that, I would have.
Yeah. All right, man. You did good. All right, man. Go ahead and get on out of there.
Full stop.
All right, you did good. You did good. Really.